I've been interested in just really, focusing on, getting into the area and direction that, I feel God is leading and directing me into. Um, and, it's just, one thing I love, it's ministry. And if it's something else I love, it's business. And if we can combine those two and use business for the purpose of bringing glory and honor to God, that's like the perfect combination. And it's nothing like finding your niche. It's nothing like finding, the perfect spot for you to work in and for you to use your talents for the glory and honor of God. That's his desire, is for us to really find his will for our life and to be able to work in that purpose, because it's there, right? It's there as we work in the purpose that God has for us, that we really can have the most impact, right? And it's so crazy as I just listen to a lot of people just talk about business and how to grow a business. When you listen to people talk about it, you really start to. I mean, if you listen with your spiritual ear, right, all you hearing them talk about is really talking about what God already presents to us here in His Word, right? And so the more and more I'm just listening, the more I'm just paying attention, I'm realizing that that's something to the principles that God has laid out in His Word that are so powerful. They affect every aspect of life. But one aspect of life we don't really consider as much as I think we should is this aspect of business, right? This combination of business and Christian principles, because all the principles that God has given us are a blessing in every arena we take them to. And so it's something that I really want to, start to zone in on and just share the many, tidbits and lessons and blessings that the Lord has been showing me as He's helping me to really redefine myself as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as somebody who wants to use his business for God's glory. And I know, for example, my friend Shile, he's a business owner as well. He's an entrepreneur. He knows what it is to be out here and actually try to build something from the ground up. And many principles that you learn, right, as we're moving forward just in our Christianity and moving and growing in our relationship with God. Many of those principles, they certainly, right, they truly can affect our business life, right? And so that's really what this is all about. I just want to. This is really me just coming on, just really testing my cameras and all those things. But I really want to share with you guys more, especially in those arenas, because that's the area that I'm really excited as I learn things. I just want to really just share with everybody out there. So I'm entitling it Tent Makers 101. Tent Makers, right? 101. And I don't know if you guys are familiar, somebody out there may know, but Paul, right? Paul, one of the new authors of the New Testament, right? Who wrote many of the epistles, right? In the New Testament. Paul was a self-supporting worker, right? And, in our community, my church community, we talk a lot about self-supporting work, right? About the self-supporting work. We talk about it a lot. We talk about being self-supporting, talk about going out here, right, and establishing ministries for the purpose of giving glory to God. But when we talk about being self-supporting, it's like a lot of times we forget about the part of being self-supporting, right? It's self-supporting, right? At the most, what we hear a lot about is others supporting, as in donations, right? We hear a lot about donations, about those giving toward the cause of God, toward whatever it is that individual or that ministry is doing. But what we don't hear a lot about is actually that ministry or those individuals, right, figuring out a way to where they can be self-sustaining, that whatever they're doing, right, is actually producing for them and for them to be able to give to the community, right, without them looking to have to wait on individuals giving them donations here, there, or everywhere, right? And again, there's nothing wrong with donations. It's not an issue of that we shouldn't give or that we shouldn't share. But that's not truly self-supporting. That's the point I'm trying to make, right? That's not truly a self-supporting work.